and your total for the day is $950. That's a little pricey for surgery. Oh, that's not for your surgery. That's just for your appointment today. What? Then how much is it for the surgery? Let's see. $3,000. What? $3,000 for a freaking... Oh, my bad. That's just for your MRI. 1 second here. Let's see. Are you sure you don't want to just die instead?
In the world's wealthiest nation, a new term is defining the American experience. It's not the American dream, it's the American kill line, a term born from gaming, where crossing a threshold means instant death. But in America, it's not a game. It's a brutal reality where one missed paycheck, one accident, one illness means you're out. This isn't a flaw in the system, it is the system. And while China builds railways, America builds narratives to convince you that your suffering is your own damn fault.
Americans love at our so-called social credit score so much, but you don't seem to worry about your own deadline. Maybe it's time to pay attention to the safety net you don't have. Deadline is going viral on Chinese social media to describe Americans living so close to financial collapse that one accident, one big bill, or one illness could finish them off. About 2/3 of Americans live paycheck to paycheck, and most couldn't cover a $1,000 surprise expense. And I'm telling you, Chinese people find the deadline hard to understand. Why? From my perspective, first, saving money is deeply ingrained in Chinese culture. People just like to save money and also rarely spend beyond our means. Second, China's booming digital economy creates lots of jobs, even for low-skilled workers, helping families stay afloat. Like delivery workers, with hard work, people can still support their families. Third, there's a social safety net, a minimum guarantee line providing basic welfare assistance. China has a minimum income allowance known as the Dibao that provides small means-tested cash payments to households below local poverty thresholds. So China's combination of careful spending, hard work, work opportunities, social welfare makes the deadline hard to understand. I'm Kitty Tang, bringing more perspective on China. Talk to you later.
She says Chinese people find the deadline hard to understand. They should, because what's normal in America is a nightmare elsewhere. The data proves she's not exaggerating. 65% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. That's not a minority. It's the silent, struggling majority. The creator mentions a $1,000 surprise expense. The reality is even bleaker. A 2025 Bankrate study found nearly 60% of Americans can't cover a $1,000 emergency. The Federal Reserve itself admits over a third of the country can't even handle a $400 unexpected bill. This isn't a safety net. It's a tightrope with no net over a canyon of debt, and the system is shaking the rope.
So today I logged into the health insurance marketplace to see how much it would cost me to be covered. I'm a single 34-year-old man with no pre-existing conditions, and I'm very healthy. The only drugs I take are 10 milligrams of Lexapro and 10 milligrams of Buspirone. Want dental if it's possible. I get blood work done once a year, and I get my teeth cleaned every 6 months. So I want my deductible to be less than $3,000. The plan that covered all of that was $704 a month. The deductible was $2,000, and it didn't even come with dental. So for me, one guy with no pre-existing conditions planning on visiting the doctor once a year, it's $9,000 a year. My healthcare won't be covered until I pay the $2,000 deductible. And I still have to pay extra for a teeth cleaning. I think we're broken.
Listen to this guy, a perfectly healthy 34-year-old man. He wants basic coverage, a checkup, a teeth cleaning. The system quotes him $9,000 a year for the privilege of then paying another $2,000 deductible before his coverage even starts. This isn't healthcare. It's a protection racket. You pay a mafia-level fee to maybe not get financially executed by a hospital. His cost is right in line with the national averages, where silver tier plans for a 40-year-old hover around $680 a month. This is the American paradox. You are forced to gamble with your life because the cost of not gambling is a guaranteed financial loss. The house always wins.
Recently, there is a term going viral in China, the American kill line. It comes from a video where American creator Jake refused an ambulance after being hit by a truck. He said something that shocked a lot of Chinese viewers. I'm not afraid of the injury. I'm afraid that one ambulance ride could ruin my life. In China, this triggered massive discussion. But let me be very clear, I don't know if this truly represents everyday life in the US. That's why I want to ask you, especially Americans watching this. Is this real? Have you or people around you ever avoided medical care because of cost? Does one accident really risk starting a chain reaction, bills, debt, job loss, eviction? Because here's what many Chinese people found frightening. They didn't see this as being cheap. They saw it as a system where one mistake, one illness, one bad mouth can push a normal person past a point of no return. Medical debt, mixed rent, credit collapse, losing car, losing job, and then being locked out of the system completely. But here is a part most people misunderstand. China isn't talking about this to laugh at America. The real reason this topic exploded is much closer to home. Chinese people are asking, what if something like this happens here one day? Is our safety net strong enough? Can one accident still destroy an ordinary family? So this conversation is less about America, but more about how every modern society defines its bottom line. What should never be negotiable? Healthcare, housing, a second chance after failure. Different countries make different trade-offs. China's debate right now is driven by one fear. We don't want a society where survival depends on avoiding help. So let me ask again, and please answer honestly in the comments. Is the QAnon a real fear in the US, or is this exaggerated online? If it's real, what pushed society here? And if it's not, what are Chinese viewers misunderstanding? I'm not here to judge, I'm here to understand and to connect the conversation across borders. I'm Yuan, unpacking China and shaping the world around it. Tell me your experience in the comments.
He asks if the kill switch is real. Here's your answer. The average ambulance ride in America costs $1,200. Some reports put the average invoice at over $2,000. That's why the man in the video would rather risk bleeding out than call for help. Because in America, an ambulance isn't a rescue vehicle. It's the repo man for your future. And it works. Americans borrowed $74 billion in 2024 just to pay for medical care. Medical debt is a leading cause of bankruptcy in the United States, cited as 66.5% of all cases. So yes, the kill switch is real. It's a feature, not a bug. It's a system designed to extract every last penny from your body, whether you're sick or healthy, alive or dead.
Hi guys, you can complain everything about China, but you have zero word to say about their healthcare speed. Today my eyes are feeling a bit itchy, painful, unsexy. So let's go visit China's public hospital. Since we're doing eye check, of course I need to remove my makeup. I just reached the hospital. 7:50 a.m. registration, which costs around 15 RMB. 8 a.m. queuing in the line. There are already some people there. 8:10 a.m. my turn. The ophthalmologist asked me some basic questions. 8:15 a.m. pay for all the checkup fees, which cost around 270 RMB. 8:20 a.m. go back to the eye doctor to do the checkup one by one. 8:35 a.m. doctor analyzing the result. I got a very serious 8:55 a.m. pay for all the medication fees, which cost around 230 RMB. 9 a.m. collect all my medications. It's not even 1 hour. Now waiting to do my treatment. 9:10 a.m. doing 2 types of treatment for my 干眼症. Now it's only 10 a.m. 2 hours only. I finished everything. My eyes have never been felt so clear and bright before. It's super efficient, guys. It feels like someone is chasing the doctors and nurses to be faster and faster. And actually at some point of time, I feel a little bit stressed of doing something wrong to stop them from being efficient. 10 out of 10 experience.
Now look in the mirror. This isn't a Hollywood movie. It's a public hospital in China. She gets a full eye exam, diagnosis, and treatment in 2 hours. The total cost? About $75. Her registration fee was just $2. A 2025 study in China Daily noted that China was the only country to achieve zero healthcare inefficiency, maximizing its spending to deliver care. While American hospitals have become billion-dollar hedge funds with sick people as assets, other countries are just treating sick people efficiently, affordably. It's about a system designed to serve its people versus a system designed to bleed them dry. The American kill line isn't a conspiracy, it's a policy. It's the 37% of Americans below the ALICE threshold, asset limited, income constrained, employed. It's the choice to spend trillions on foreign wars but pennies on a domestic safety net. It's the narrative that the poor are lazy, the homeless chose their fate, and the real enemy is a country on the other side of the world, not the system that evicts you, bankrupts you, and leaves you to die in the cold. The greatest threat to the American empire isn't China or Russia. It's a mirror, A mirror that reflects every eviction, every overdose, every child who dies because insulin costs more than food. And when a system can no longer protect its own people, it has only one move left: bomb someone poorer and call it justice. If you see the truth in this, you're not alone. Share this video. Let's break the narrative. Subscribe for more content that dares to hold up the mirror. Hit the like button if you believe a better world is possible. And drop a comment below with your own story of the American kill line. It's time to stop exporting the pain and start exposing the truth. Until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.